BUNZY's vlog! Hurrah! I'd like to do a more serious vlog today. I don't do many serious ones, so hang in there or not. If you don't want to hear a serious vlog, click away. Doesn't matter. If you click away, you might miss a great one. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe you should stay with us. But on the other hand, maybe I'll be rubbish, so maybe you should go. I don't know. I'm very indecisive. But what I want to talk about is YouTubers getting incredibly famous, and more than famous, getting incredibly rich at a young age. Now, if you look at people that are massive on YouTube, very few of them are sort of older than about 25. There's a couple, but not many. If you look at the top 20, most of them sort of are in their, below 20 or in their 20s, and the younger end. You get a lot of people slagging off, what's his name, PewDiePie, who's the biggest YouTuber. He's got literally, 40, there's probably 50 million subscribers now, I don't know. But it's in the tens of millions, the amount of subscribers he's got. And, whereas my subscribers are in the tens. And I know people will go, because you're rubbish, you suck, your videos are rubbish, you're just talking rubbish. And yeah, I'm not arguing with you. They probably do suck, but, maybe you're not my target audience. I don't know who my target audience is, but I'm not very good at aiming. But yeah, the thing about all of this YouTube fame is, one, obviously YouTube, when it started, it was mainly younger people doing it, because with any sort of technology, younger adopters, they call them, younger people sort of get into the technology first, and then older people follow. Now, I've been YouTubing for a few years, but I don't do it regularly. So, I don't take it that seriously. I just do it when I've got a bit of time. Whereas, a lot of younger YouTubers as well have a lot more time to do it. And then they become massive, because they get so many videos. And YouTube is like a spider web, isn't it? The more videos you have, the more chance you've got of someone seeing your channel, and it goes on and on like that. And then they watch another video, blah, blah, blah. But is it a good or a bad thing, people getting that rich and that famous? I started choking then, didn't I? That rich and that famous at such a young age. Because, for instance, PewDiePie, he's the biggest YouTuber, and, last year or the year before he made 4 million, I think it was, or roughly about that. And, he makes that every year, and there's others that are massive. And they lead this celebrity lifestyle, but it's literally, they've gone from nothing, and he used to work in a hot dog stand. I think he comes from quite a well-off family, but he gave up college and decided he wanted to make videos, so he just got a job at a hot dog stand and worked his way up, and now he's massive, which is great, and I'm not taking anything away from him. He doesn't make content that I'd watch because I'm an old codger. But I've seen some of his content. He's great at editing. But I do think, what happens when that stops? Yeah, because all things eventually stop, don't they? It's like, if you look at, even actors and celebrities, you have a certain amount of time in the spotlight. And I guarantee that someone like PewDiePie, or I don't know, whatever gamer or whatever YouTuber you pick, Zoella, I'm trying to pick a woman one, KSI, all of them, they'll have their time in the spotlight, but eventually someone else will come along who has a different idea, and tastes will change, and then they'll get famous, and the views of that person will start dying off. They're massive now. And they're going to be massive for a long time, but eventually their popularity will wane. Say you make, 10,000 videos, yeah? Your first 100 videos, you're not going to get many views because they're not going to be showing up much on YouTube. Then you get to the 1,000, you're going to get a lot more views. Then you get to the 5,000, you're going to get millions of views. And then you get to the 10,000, and surely it's going to get to a point where everyone who's a YouTuber is going to run out of ideas. So you're just recycling, and then once you start recycling those ideas, then people are going to get sort of bored of what you do. And so I think, well, you've got a shelf life, however long that is. And what I was wondering is, can these young YouTubers who are rich and famous, will they be able to handle it when it stops? You know, I'm older. I'm never going to be massive on YouTube. I mean, I haven't really got the face for it. Yes, I know, I look like Charlie Brown with a beard. Yes, I know, it's been said before. You know, I haven't got the face for it. I don't have time to make enough videos in order to build my channel. I just make them in holidays when I'm not working mainly. And also I'm older, that's the other thing. You know, I've trained, I've gone to university, I've got a degree, got different qualifications. I've got quite a lot of qualifications actually. You know, to me, whatever happens doesn't matter. But when you have a young YouTuber who makes a ton of money really quickly, the other problem is they're not necessarily mature enough to realise that that money one day will stop coming in, and it will stop coming in. I mean, let's be honest, something could happen to YouTube and it could stop at any point. Yeah, the government could bring in a new law where they go, oh, people are not allowed to talk about other people's content, for instance. Imagine if you did that. If they brought in a law where you're not allowed to talk about other people's content that had been made, so you're not allowed to even talk about video games, or you're not allowed to even, you know, review stuff, that would kill YouTube instantly. So what are these people going to do, and how are they going to handle it when it stops? And it is going to stop. It's a sad thing. I guess something that brought it home recently is, I work in a school in North London, and one lunchtime, a couple of the kids who were sixth formers came running in, you know, to the room I was working in, and they said, we've just seen KSI. And I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like, yeah, you know KSI, the YouTuber. Yeah, I know KSI, yeah. I'm not a fan again, I'm not his target audience, I'm a bit old, and I'm not really into Let's Plays anymore. I'll do that in another video, why, but anyway. And he was in his new Lamborghini. He'd just been to Yanamize, and Yanamize is right near the school that I work in. And if you're wondering what Yanamize is, I think it's called Yanamize. It's basically, it's like one of these places that car wraps. Do you know what a car wrap is? It's when they, jazz up, bling up a car, I guess. And he had I think he had a Lamborghini, and they car wrapped it for him. And they've done loads of cars, this company. Yanamize also did one for One Direction for their tour. They made them a Scooby-Doo van and stuff. So they do celebrity vehicles and things, and customise them. It's a bit like Pimp My Ride, isn't it? But he'd just been to Yanamize, and he was driving through Enfield Town, and he stopped in Enfield Town. He was talking to us, and he was talking about his new Lamborghini or whatever it was. And they were really, really impressed. But it made me think, how much money does he make? And how much money is he spending? Yeah, because if you're making, say you're making I don't know, 200 grand a month, which I guess it's possible he could be. If you're not grown up enough to know that that money's going to stop at some point, you're probably going to keep spending an awful lot of it, unless you've got some very good financial advice. And when it stops, if you haven't been to uni and you haven't done anything else, you will burn through that money, because the thing with money is you get so used to earning a certain amount, and when you stop earning that amount, it's very hard to live on less. So if you're one of these people that can afford to buy a Lamborghini in the first place, great, lucky you. But I suppose the question is, should you buy a Lamborghini because you don't know when it's going to stop? I just think it's a dangerous thing. And I also think, this is my final point, I think YouTube audiences are about to change. By that, I mean, YouTube, as we said, it was young people that sort of really got YouTube going. But now older people are starting to get into YouTube, and newer channels are coming. And the gaming thing, it's a wash. No one can really become a big gamer now, because they've already done it. All the big gamers are already there. And it's only a matter of time before something new happens, whether it's going to be the virtual reality channels that inevitably will start when the new virtual reality equipment comes out, or whether it's something else. I don't know, but audiences are changing, and I just wonder what's going to happen when the money stops for big YouTubers. Let me know what you think. Cheers. Bye.